What is going on, Slumpbusters? This is your boy Kyle stopping in here, and the Milwaukee Bucks are 2021 NBA champions. Giannis Antetokounmpo, the face of a generation that is coming of age here within the next 1 to 2 seasons, has won his first NBA championship with an all-timer of a performance. 50 points, 14 rebounds, shot 64% from the field in Game 6 to complete an average of 35 points for the NBA Finals, and to the chagrin of everyone who has been counting out his free throws and counting out their money live on national television, Giannis Antetokounmpo hit 17 free throws in Game 6. That's more free throws than the entire Phoenix Suns team. He shot over 90% at the line, and the Milwaukee Bucks found themselves in championship position despite the fact that Jrue Holiday went back to being Jrue Holiday, playing great defense, holding Devin Booker to just 36% from the field, but also himself having a historically bad game from the field where he had 12 points and hit 4 shots, although he did have a very timely 3 when the Phoenix Suns decided to begin triple teaming Giannis Antetokounmpo at the free throw line. So at the same time, the Milwaukee Bucks found themselves scrambling to look for offense, and Bobby Portis provided some with 16 points, and Brook Lopez had a couple of nice little drop shots in there to help the Milwaukee Bucks get just enough to sneak by the Phoenix Suns and the counter punches that Chris Paul provided. And one of the things that I want to emphasize about just basketball in general is that we have this idea that you diminish one player's success in order to glorify the success of others. But appreciating greatness, especially when it's a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is bigger, faster, and stronger than everyone on the floor that he's going up against, is really important. And for Chris Paul, 36 years old, formerly a great player, but about 5 years past his physical prime, no question. This has been an incredible playoff run that we will carry with him to his already established first ballot Hall of Fame career and into his Hall of Fame speech. Devin Booker is really going to feel the pain of this one, especially going back to Games 4 and Games 5, where Devin Booker, although he had 40-point performances, can look up and say, if he had just played perfect, or if he just played 5% better, the Phoenix Suns might have been up 3-1 in that series, or up 3-2 in that series. Unfortunately, they end up falling short, and as great as the Phoenix Suns have been, we do find it hard to see the Suns coming back to this point again. They benefited from a lot of good breaks and remarkable health, and Chris Paul's free agency is looming over the franchise. So this feels like the peak of the Phoenix Suns. A great peak nonetheless, a team that we didn't really expect to be champions, but found themselves up 2-0 in a series where, Giannis Antetokounmpo's health was up in the air, and they had a tough Game 1. Game 2, Giannis dominated, but the rest of the team let him down, and eventually the Bucks would come back and, start to look like the Milwaukee Bucks that had the best record in the NBA across the last 3 seasons, and prior to the COVID pandemic was on pace to win about 68 games during the 2020 season. So Milwaukee comes through with a championship. The small market team wins the title around Giannis Antetokounmpo, this once-in-a-generation talent that they got lucky enough to draft in 2013. They traded for Chris Middleton as a throw-in piece from a trade in 2012-2013 that sent Brandon Jennings to the Pistons. The Milwaukee Bucks got some remarkable luck, and although they made some mistakes along the way, they get to cap off a championship with a brand new stadium, 100,000 people in Milwaukee pouring into the streets, and a championship, and now an economy being built around this superstar who enters his prime, committed for 5 more seasons to the Milwaukee Bucks. Great story, and the narrative writes itself. From 0-2 down, epic comebacks, and a star is not necessarily born in the NBA, but a star has officially arrived in Giannis Antetokounmpo. So congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks, and congratulations to Giannis Antetokounmpo for finally establishing himself as the greatest basketball player in the sport, and showing us that greatness doesn't have to be diminished when we can just enjoy a player for the first time in my lifetime as a Gen Z star who was born around the time Shaquille O'Neal was winning championships, that is a star that is simply bigger, faster, and stronger than everybody else. The Milwaukee Bucks are rewarded with a 2021 NBA championship.